Hello, everyone. What's up, Amber? Hi, Edgar. Hi, Yuno. Let the stream begin. Wahahaha. Okay, let me switch to the screen. Yeah, Twitch is oh no, Twitch is all right now. I switched over to AGN because it looked like they paused. So let's listen to them.
Felt like that too. So do you feel like we're gonna
get a release date? I think so they originally says that's not how Final Fantasy VII should be played. It now sounds like it is going to be a two-part experience where they're I imagine it still means they have a lot to do.
So I will be eating during this, but yeah. So, did everybody see the Final Fantasy trailer that dropped earlier today? Or last night, sorry.
I'd be happy with that. I'd be actually really happy.
Let me see if I can jump into Discord, see if anybody's into VC. Vix is into VC. Let's go say hi. Hi.
Hey, Amber.
Hi, Vix. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. You?
Good. Oh no, you haven't seen it. You gotta see it. Did you see the new Final Fantasy VII trailer?
Yeah, I saw it this morning.
Yeah.
When I got up.
I made a reaction. I uploaded it to my channel.
So I post, a link to it. I can post it in your, where's the, is it gaming? No, it's not game announcements. It's so lost in this channel now. Streaming announcements, here we are. I'm trying D-Live as well, like Paz.
Oh, you asked me if I was coming in VC, and then as I probably said, I'm jumping into VC. Oh, hey,
Howdy.
Hey,
I don't have my camera on right now because I'm eating, and I figure you don't want to see me eating food, so...
No, I put mine on for a change.
Did you? Cool.
Yeah.
We get to see your reactions to stuff. My camera will be on later for Square Enix and probably Ubisoft, and I'll turn it on after I finish eating. I want to have food. So how has your day been today? My day's been very busy.
Mine's been reasonably busy. It's not been like mega busy, but like. Right, let me switch there and then go YouTube. FF7 R.
We've got 3 minutes to go.
Yeah. I'm not even sure.
Who are you watching through? I'm currently watching through Twitch.
I'm on Twitch on PC Gamer's main Twitch channel. That's what I went with.
Can you link me to that?
Yeah. Got 2 minutes.
Less latency doing it that way.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Where do you want me to post it in? General chat?
Yeah, anywhere is fine.
There we go.
Thank you.
Oh wait a minute, I can. Here's the.
Boom.
There you go. Copy that.
Ooh, Edgar.
Tell you what I could do. Have we got? Nah. I'll give it. Post it in.
Oh, do you think 14 will make an appearance at PC Game Show?
I think it'll be more than likely to be at.
Oh, I know. I'm guessing it would be more than likely at Square Enix, but I'm thinking there is a possibility.
Hey, if you want to watch the new FF7 teaser, I posted it in Amber's.
It's really good.
I also posted.
Do you like that we saw Heidegger before Tifa?
Yeah.
He looks so weird. He looks so
Hopefully you
weird.
see it tonight.
Hopefully. She's been teased.
Has she? I haven't seen like pictures of her.
She was. The leak is that Tifa will be revealed at E3.
Aha.
Supposedly. It's a rumor, it's not a confirmation. We don't know what Square Enix are going to show. Clearly, we don't know what they're going to show. If they showed off Heidegger, we got to see a bit of President Rufus, President Shinra as well.
Yes.
And if they look that good, I can't wait to see Don Canario. He's going to look amazing.
Oh, here we go.
Yay, we're starting.
PC Gaming Show.
Woo!
A celebration of the most vibrant gaming platform. For the next 2 hours, you'll see all new gameplay.
Oh, geez, 2 hours long?
And interviews.
Okay.
Yeah, how long is the SC one tonight?
Square Enix, I don't know.
For Vampire the Masquerade,
I presumed it would be about an hour.
Borderlands 3. The reveal of Evil Genius 2.
Ooh.
Starmancer. Last Oasis.
I'm gonna go full screen
2
instead.
new games from Coffee Stain Studios.
I'm gonna keep it this way so that I can see chat.
Planet Zoo. What's next for Terraria? Remnant from the Ashes. Mosaic. Warframe.
Yay!
Baldur's Gate 3.
She did mention that they were. Rebecca was talking to Jeff Keighley
Yeah.
El Hijo.
about being on this, so
Planetfall and more.
guess they might reveal
And now
something.
your PC gaming show
Possibly.
hosts,
Day
Day 9.
I know they're going to be
Frankie
revealing
Ward.
various amount at TennoCon in July.
Good morning, good morning. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the PC Gaming Show. Yeah.
Day 9.
Yes. We're so happy you're here today. We have a great show for you lined up. We got
Have a smaller
30 games
stage.
that we're going to be showing off. 30.
Yeah, this is
Some
much
of them
smaller. This is much
will
more
be
low key
updates to
than.
existing franchises and titles. Others will
They
be
had a bigger
exclusive
stream.
world
This is bigger stage
looks.
last
Y'all
year, I
ready?
think.
Well, I
Yeah,
first want to thank
they're
our
going back to
sponsors
that
for
there,
helping make this
what they had
event
the year
possible.
before.
Without their support, this event would not happen each year. So thank you so much. Thanks to you for coming out.
Yeah,
It's
nice to
10
see it
a.m. in
sponsored
Los
by
Angeles.
Epic
Happy
Games.
Monday, everyone. Best day of the week. Hello to all of you up in the balcony. And of course, thanks to you tuning in live from all over the
I'm gonna
internet,
try not to make
YouTube,
this a
Twitch,
snark
Twitter,
stream
Facebook,
too
wherever
much.
you're tuning in from, welcome. We're happy to have you. My name is Day 9. I'm one of your hosts for this event. Joining me is the fantastic Frankie Ward.
Hello! Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Sean. Hello, everyone. Now, for you guys at home, for the first time, whatever platform you're watching on, we are going to be pulling your clever comments. Just remember that. I said clever comments. From Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook throughout
Twitch
the show,
comments,
making you
clever?
famous on the internet, on the screen. We're going to be sharing them live. And one of the things we're especially looking for are your questions for the Borderlands 3 team.
I'm not even going to bother
You've got
looking at chat because I think I already saw a few
to the developers.
Clever
Jenny
comments.
Tweedy
That's right.
already.
Midway through this show, I'm going
Quite a
to be
few.
asking those questions to the creative
think there's
director
even
of
a fifth
Borderlands
now.
3. Use hashtag PC Gaming Show, and we'll read them all. Until then, let's start the PC Gaming Show with
intelligent
our very
comments
first
and Twitch
title
look a-
from
is a,
UK developer
contradiction in terms.
Rebellion. Several years ago, they announced that they were working on the follow-up to Evil Genius, a real-time evil layer simulator.
And now, Rebellion is ready to reveal its nefarious vision for the
That's the
project.
other reason I'm
So,
keeping my
PC
my
Gaming Show,
screen
Who's ready to stroke a
full
cat
screen.
menacingly? Here is the
I don't want to
wordless
get banned
reveal
by
for Evil
Twitch
Genius
and DLive
2 World domination.
Cool.
and possibly YouTube all simultaneously for like inappropriate content. All of a sudden, the fact that we're talking about this is probably classed as inappropriate.
Yeah. It's alright though.
Ooh, evil. Oh, is it based on Minions?
I have no idea.
Despicable
So
Me.
if your health is aren't minions, it's going to be blurry.
They're kind of person minions.
Okay. Is anybody else really confused by this?
It looks like something where you build a base and you have to set up traps. It's
Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds fun.
Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 is the successor to one of the most beloved RPGs ever. And with me to talk about it, I have Brian Mitsoda and Cara Ellison from Hardsuit Labs. Now, Brian,
Excuse me.
you were a writer on the very first game, so what does it mean for you to finally get to work on the sequel?
It means that a lot of people have very high expectations, and we have to meet those.
Well, let's take a look at whether you are going to meet them, because we are going to take a look at the world's first gameplay footage.
Is it all that exclusive if it's for the world?
Cool.
Guess I have to be
That'd
the one to
be,
tell
that'd be cool though.
You're dead.
It's unexclusively exclusive. World of Darkness.
You're obviously new to this whole existence, but truth is, most of you types won't even make it a whole year. We have one rule. You don't break the masquerade.
The city. We're all fighting over scraps here.
Welcome to the first day of the rest of your death. Having fun yet?
Interesting.
Oh, Bloodlines 2. Okay. So apparently there is a 1.
Guys, what does it mean to be a vampire in this world?
So in the Empire, what it is, it's kind of a darker version of our world, and the vampires kind of need to keep their presence secret from humanity. So the vampires are kind of staying hidden in the shadows while also needing to feed on human beings and kind of manipulating us in order to get blood.
We're talking about feeding on human beings. I'm getting flashbacks to last year's show. Cara, it's not just a case, though, of sucking blood and filling up your health meter, is it? Actually, different types of blood do different things.
That's right. So we have the resonance system, which means that essentially vampires can kind of like
People are voting on which
feed
clan to
emotional
play.
resonance of human beings, like fear or
Guessing
desire.
neither of you played
And
it then.
Hashtag B is winning.
Feed on those people to like feel the same things
Yep.
as human beings do, to feel more kind of alive, and that can give you like extra boosts in the game.
And there were some really interesting characters in that trailer as well. What kind of relationships are we going to be forming with them as the player?
Well, very fragile, very volatile
Yours guys
relationships,
freeze
very
as well.
mature
Hey.
relationships. So it's going to
Your
be
lots
a
freeze
fun
as well.
time.
And one thing that was really intriguing
Just
to me
mine
when
was
I was learning
froze.
about this game is...
No,
you
mine's
don't
working
just
at the
get
moment.
bitten
Mine's
and
working
turn
as well.
into Nosferatu, Dracula, or Brad Pitt. And to be honest, I think...
Twitch was acting up earlier, so.
Because then I'm definitely playing.
Twitch
You
was.
actually
Yeah,
have to adjust
just a little
your
bit.
environment to becoming a
Perhaps
vampire.
try YouTube
That's
instead.
right. So essentially,
You know.
in the game,
And we're back.
when you were made as a vampire, sort of very young vampire, a lot of other vampires were made at the same time.
Yeah,
and
yesterday
it's
when
called
I-
the mass embrace.
The
And that
main
means
Twitch
that,
stream for
essentially,
Microsoft was
they're
like stop,
having a
start,
less
stop, start
lucky
as well.
time than you in the world. You're
It's
having a
alright for
relatively
me,
good
though.
time compared to them because they don't know what they're doing. They're going through vampire puberty.
Yeah, not
on
sure.
their
Maybe it was
own,
just the
and, you know, you
It's
might
just
have
who
a
you were
family,
Crazy
you might
man
streaming,
chat.
who you were
say,
watching through, to be
a
fair.
wife and children, and you are morally objecting to drinking blood to survive, and so you might have a less good time, let's say, than the player is having. So you can find them throughout the world as well.
And Brian, the first game came out in 2004. You've been waiting 15 years for this. Any pressure?
Yeah, tons of pressure. But yeah, we're going to make it worth it.
Well, you know what? I think there are people around the world watching this, and of course the audience here, and they all can't wait to play this game. Can you wait, guys? There you go.
It sounds like they want to now.
Here now. When are we going to be able to play the game?
We're going Q1 next year.
Fantastic. And when can we learn more?
Bloodlines2.com.
Thank you so much, Brian and Cara. Good luck. Give it up, guys.
Yay!
Yay!
Now, have you ever wanted to play Dwarf Fortress in space? Starmancer is a space station sim from Ominux Games. And
This might be
Cuttlefish.
interesting.
After a catastrophe on Earth, humanity has launched a desperate attempt to find refuge among the stars. Your task is to manage a colony capable of sustaining life, crafting components, controlling colonists, and sending out crews to mine asteroids. But when you're living in space, there can be big consequences for even the smallest mistakes. Let's take a look at the brand new gameplay for Starmancer.
By Chucklefish.
Mm. You looking forward to Ubisoft later?
Yeah, a little bit. I did say I'd probably watch it.
Hmm.
They sometimes have a decent lineup of games.
Hopefully.
Chucklefish.
Mm.
It looks like Space Stardew Valley.
Do you know what it reminds me of?
What?
What's that?
Harvest Moon?
No. It's in my games folder. Hang on.
I've got a game that
Yeah.
is done by Chucklefish, I believe.
Is it very, very, very similar to this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on. Do I not have it? Is it not in my list anymore?
I think that was done by Chucklefish.
It reminds me of something, and I can't think of the name of it.
Yeah, it's
There.
the creators of Stardew.
The Escapist. It reminds me of the Escapist.
Yes.
There we go.
Started as modders.
Is that another
Now,
Chucklefish game?
They
I don't know.
independently run their own studio.
I
Let's
didn't think
welcome to
so.
the stage from Tripwire, John Gibson, and from Torn Banner, Steve Piggott.
Hey, Sean.
It has a little bit of the
Now I
Escapist in it,
understand.
but
Yeah,
it
they
looks
started
good.
as modders.
Working independently, run your own studio. Talk to me about the collaboration that you started together.
Yeah, Steve.
Yeah.
So we've known the Torn Banner guys for a long time, even giving them some advice when they were modders, going commercial, helping them not make the mistakes that we made. And we've been friends, and we've always wanted to work together.
The one I played with them
and now
is,
we've sort of formed this independent
Stardew's quite good
former
fun,
mod team,
occasionally.
professional super group to get an awesome game out to fans.
Yeah, and for us, this is a dream partnership as well. We've always been really close
guess
to
that,
Tripwire, and we really respect their games. We see them as one of the few studios that's bringing true innovation to the FPS genre, and that's what we're all about as well.
Scalebound is kind of like what happens when the ship crashes. That's kind of what like. Oh, another world exclusive.
Yay!
Ooh, I wonder what it's going to be.
You go first. It's your chicken.
Tripwire.
Oh, this looks good.
It's going to be another game like Mordhau.
Chivalry was like that. It was good. Yours is miles ahead.
It looks like a hack and slashy.
YouTube miles behind.
Is it?
So I just got to the world exclusive.
Oh dear. Oh, it is Chivalry.
Yeah, Chivalry 2.
Also coming next year.
Yeah, there are a lot of games coming next year. Next year's looking really good for games.
Oh dear.
Ow!
Oh, talk to me about Chivalry 2, Steve.
Well, Chivalry 2 is about bringing players into their favorite medieval movie battle scenes.
Mordhau is
Our
just hilarious.
flagship game mode, Team Objective, does
Just an
that
absolute,
by having players complete
riot.
medieval objectives like sieging castles, raiding villages, and
People running around with like
Yeah,
lutes killing
you're
people.
not just going and standing in an area and then a bar fills up. You're, like you said, burning houses, killing
I love that
peasants.
donkey one. Like you're using it
Yeah.
wrong. Let me show you.
Playing as peasants,
Yeah.
getting killed.
Hey?
it's really about letting the player
Truly has
experience
been
every
chucky.
iconic moment of the era. And on top of that,
Nobody wants to play any of the other classes, it seems,
player
huh?
count scale to about
Look at
2.5
that.
times what the
Night,
previous
night.
game was.
Yeah.
64 players. And on top of that,
Archer's-
increased scale, we've
Archer's
added
getting there.
forces, which
Mm.
really allows us to
I
add
like
a lot of
Archer.
drama to the game.
Come on,
and bring
Archer.
experiences like
You can
the
beat the
Battle
night.
of the Bastards from Game of Thrones.
Come
We'll
on,
ignore last
Bard.
season.
You can
Just
do
Battle
it.
of the Bastards is going to be in the game.
Yes.
All right, so I want to ask about the
Oh, it's a
sword
tie.
fight
Hey.
element
Yay.
of Chivalry 2. I mean, I know it's
Oh, no.
a really critical element.
Yeah, and this time around, we've completely revamped. I mean, we really view what we're doing here as bringing a true sequel in every sense.
Yeah.
We've attempted to completely revamp the
was a
combat,
tie.
movement, and animation systems
It
so
was.
that every
Doinks, bro.
swing,
Who else
every
called off
action of
work
combat
today?
feels readable and fair, and also has the
Naughty, naughty, naughty.
satisfaction of
This
the
is
weight
my
of
work.
the full armor are clashing.
Yeah, and it's very, very fluid and much more accessible than the previous game. And it's, you know, the pace is so much quicker. It was what I really enjoy when I'm playing it.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask about the fluidity because in a lot of melee combat games, you hit a button and there's like a full animation swing and then you sort of reset. So it's kind of these discrete, chunky times. I understand that in Chivalry 2, the swordplay operates differently than that.
Yeah, we kind of think of it like when you're swimming, where you're kind of constantly using both arms at the same time. And
Yeah.
a core part of our focus this time around has been making it so that players can fight multiple opponents at the same time.
Like 1-on-3, 1-on-4 situations.
Exactly, because that's fundamentally part of the becoming the ultimate warrior fantasy
Right.
and achieving glory on the battlefield.
Well, I mean, I do have to ask, I'm talking about swordplay and mastery, but the original Chivalries, I mean, it's kind of like silly fun. Like, how do you balance the mastery with the fun element?
Yeah, our goal has always been to make it so that players can take the game as seriously as they want to and also as silly as they want to. We know that probably about half our audience plays the game drunk, and we love that.
At least half.
Yeah.
That's an important metric to track.
And the game has a huge influence from Monty Python as well. I mean, in the over-the-top voiceover.
I didn't know you
people
could
playing
play games
opportunities.
wrong.
I mean, the game is genuinely hilarious. As an example, you can
Nani?
beat a man with a chicken while quoting Shakespeare.
Like, so like picking up a chicken as a
Yeah,
weapon,
physically
that's a
clubbing
mechanic.
him to death.
Well, that's
And-
excellent. Well, I mean, I have to ask, when can people get their hands on Chivalry 2?
So Chivalry 2 is coming out early 2020, and
Oh.
it's coming first to the Epic Games Store.
Oh, look forward to checking it out in
Hey.
early 2020. Gentlemen, John Gibson and Steve Piggott
Bit
with
gold
Chivalry
in
2.
the
Thank you so much. We are just getting started here at the PC Gaming Show. Let's take a look at what's coming up next.
Just getting started, are you? Good.
You're watching the PC Gaming Show. Coming
What
up,
we got next?
build a world for wildlife in Planet Zoo. From the creators
Planet
of
Zoo?
Darksiders,
First of the Epic
Remnant
Games.
from the Ashes, Baldur's Gate 3, and more trailers, interviews, and
How
gameplay
much that
footage.
blew?
Ooh.
I should be right back. I'll let you entertain
Okey-dokey.
my stream while I'm away.
Thank you very much. I'll try. Kind of getting oh, kind of at the end of the game. It's the one where you have to sneak around in the dark and try not to get caught out by lights. Blip blop.
That was a brand new trailer for Mosaic, a dark and atmospheric adventure game coming later this year from developer Killbyte and publisher Raw Fury. So how are you guys enjoying it so far? There's been some swords, some space stations, vampire puberty. We're listening to your reactions to the PC Gaming Show throughout the entire broadcast, no matter what platform you're watching and ranting on, so keep them coming. Our next game is a ghost-themed multiplayer hide-and-seek game inspired by a popular mod. Charge up your proton packs and get ready for Midnight Ghost Hunt.
Midnight what exactly?
When the night falls, there's only you and me.
I'm big.
When the night falls.
This is very chill.
What did I miss?
Not much.
You can count on me.
Just kind of the sort of
If you only knew.
link to this game here.
Oh, what is this?
Midnight something.
Oh, okay.
So just tell me
Can't remember what it's called.
I got
Oh dear.
a big surprise for you.
Not quite sure on like what that chair's doing.
The hell?
Well, this switched up a bit. Oh, so you can like phase into like objects.
Yeah.
Okay. Midnight Ghost Hunt. There we go. Is it multiplayer then? I'm guessing.
Maybe? Okay, the
Kind of works as a
camera's
multiplayer.
on, guys. Hi.
Drop him.
Joining me on the stage to talk about Midnight Ghost Hunt is the
It's kind
dynamic
of fun.
one-man
You have
team.
to kind of move around the
Creative
house without
director,
getting caught.
programmer, designer, it's Sam Malone!
Thank you for having me.
Sam, please tell us what is going on in that. What is Midnight Ghost Hunt all about?
So, Midnight Ghost Hunt is a multiplayer ghost hunting hide-and-seek game. You can play
Oh.
either as ghosts.
It's
or
a hide-and-seek
like a 4v4
game.
Format.
Yeah, so the ghosts can go
hide
into like
inside average
objects.
everyday objects around the haunted house. The goal is to look like harmless furniture, but on the inside, they're not so harmless ghosts as you saw.
Yeah, and if I'm understanding correctly, it's not
Harmless
about
chair, dangerous
hiding as a
ghost.
lamb to try to assault and take out a hunter. It's actually, you would do that so that way you can keep running away and continue to hide.
Exactly. So the main objective of the ghosts is to try to stay hidden as long as they can until the time runs out, until the clock strikes midnight. Midnight being kind of the hour of the ghosts, basically. They can fight back if they like, but in general, they want to try to hide. But if there's a hunter kind of off by himself, he can quickly just hit him in the back of the head and knock him out real quick, and he has less hunters to deal with at that point.
See. Well, what's the identity of the hunters? I mean, we've been seeing furniture flying all over the place. What are the hunters doing?
So the hunters, it kind of can be divided into two different segments. The first part of the game is kind of almost like a detective game because they're sort of trying to figure out where the ghosts are hiding because it's not really obvious at first glance. So they've got gadgets like a footprint tracker, they've got like a radar like you saw, to try to narrow down where in the haunted house these ghosts are hiding, basically. As soon as the first ghost is found, though, it starts getting a bit more chaotic. There's ragdolls flying everywhere, and they have that cannon to really try to smash the ghosts into pieces. So those are kind of the two aspects of the ghosts.
I see. Well, talk to me a little bit about the inspiration for Midnight Ghost Hunt. I understand it's based on Gary's mod called Prop Hunt.
Right. So that's definitely a big inspiration, but the big twist for us is that the props fight back. You saw the furniture, they hurl themselves at you, they knock you out, they send you flying. So it kind of almost becomes like this action hide-and-seek sort of mashup. You have a reason to be a little bit afraid of the things that you're hunting. So that changes up the dynamic a good amount, I think.
And I want to ask about when the clock
you seen
strikes
it goes,
midnight.
yes,
We
I'm
saw
not
the
sure.
spooky red color pop up. We didn't see what happens then. What's going on there?
So midnight, if even one ghost survives 4 minutes into the match, then you hear this ominous grandfather clock chime across the map. All the lights will actually flicker out. It'll get really dark and scary, and all of the ghosts that were destroyed actually return as vengeful spirits. They're a lot more powerful than before, and they glow a very brilliant red. So at this point, the tables have turned. The hunters are now the hunted,
and they just need to try to work together to stay alive long enough for their evac to come, which is another 4 minutes or so. Usually the ghosts win when it gets to midnight.
Are you talking about like 90% of the time?
Like 90, yeah,
like
usually
that?
because the ghosts are so overpowered at midnight.
Right.
The hunters are doing whatever they can to try to prevent midnight from even occurring by destroying all of the ghosts and clearing the house, basically.
Well, awesome. When can people get the chance to try out Midnight Ghost Hunt?
So we'll be running an alpha event later in the summer. You can sign up at midnightghosthunt.com. I'd also like to give a shout out to our Discord, discord.gg/midnightghosthunt. Later in the summer, we'll be giving out keys on our Discord as well as on our main website.
Well, wonderful. Ladies
Cool.
and gentlemen, Sam Malone from Vaulted Sky Games.
Did anybody pick up that Discord link?
For our next title,
which Discord link?
Frankie
The
up in the
Discord link that
balcony,
he
if I understand correctly, Frankie. This
gave
is
away.
simple.
You do understand correctly, Sean, yes. It's a big sequel to a small indie game. Unexplored 2 is a procedural adventure, a roguelike that challenges you to fight, to be clever, and to solve its mysteries. Explore a beautiful world, engage with its creatures, and befriend its people. Search for magic lakes and ancient statues until you die. And die again. This is Unexplored 2.
Yay! You're just looking forward to Warframe, you know.
Not anything in particular that I'm looking forward to, I'm just watching.
I wonder what they'll announce. Or what they'll come out with.
Don't know. Well,
It has to be something. They have to talk about something for a Warframe.
I don't know what they've not announced already in their own streams.
They might give like release dates for some of the new stuff, I guess. Although saying that they might leave that until TennoCon. Which is only a month away, so
They might announce like a new vault, vaults, and then have more information at TennoCon kind of thing.
possibly.
Maybe.
I guess they could announce some like E3 like skin. I don't know. Possibly. Oh, this looks really pretty.
Yeah.
Who's it? Big Sugar.
One of the biggest bang for your buck that you can get when building a new rig is investing in a new monitor. And here to talk about a groundbreaking new display is Samsung's Dean Dalcero. Welcome, Dean. What you got for us?
Today we're here to announce the Samsung C27 RG5 curved gaming monitor.
Well, let's take a look.
Sounds like he isn't mic'd up quite right.
Yeah.
240 hertz. Not bad.
Oh wow. Look at that.
Rapid curve. No. Does look pretty good.
It does.
It's probably very, very pricey.
Yeah, probably. It's Samsung as well.
Dean, we've seen the video.
Yeah, my main screen is a curved screen
Talk to me about
Samsung.
those juicy features and specs.
So I know they're not
a
cheap.
240 hertz curved gaming panel. We believe it's a world first. So you have lag-free and tear-free
My screen's
performance.
Samsung. They just seem to get colors
And
so
we
much
think
better
that
than
the
other screens.
curved, it's 1500 R radius, is going to be
Samsung
a very
screens, yeah,
immersive
they are
experience
pretty
when you get
good.
from a traditional flat panel.
I've liked mine for the time that I've had it, and my parents had it.
If I had a choice of buying monitors, I would either go with Samsung or HP because they're normally the ones that you go for. They're really good with monitors.
Compatible monitor, so we're super excited about that.
Well, since this is the PC gaming show and we're showing off a huge variety of games here, what are the types of games that you would expect that 240 hertz refresh rate and the G-Sync to work well with?
Sure, so we think everybody's going to appreciate the speed and the performance, but ultimately, esports first-person shooters are really going to benefit.
Right. Well, of course, I have to ask, not just when is it available, but what type of cost are we talking?
Sure, so it'll be available in mid-July for under $400.
Under $400, really?
Lineup to 8 yeah.
When you said
That's not bad. I've known monitors to go for like $1,000.
Yeah, so our gaming
That's
lineup
really
is
good.
to 8 models, ranging from 24 all the way up to a 49-inch dual QHD. Check out samsung.com/gaming240 or see us in the back of the room for more info.
Yeah, that's right. For any of you in the audience, it's there. You can go there for it.
Somebody just said okay in the audience.
Well, I want to let you know that we have all sorts of great presentations and games coming
I
up.
just heard like a little, okay.
Stay tuned for more announcements, trailers,
Coming
and
up.
never before seen footage, including Gearbox answers burning questions about Borderlands 3. The next game from Clay Entertainment. Get ready to rip the galaxy a new wormhole in Valfaris. And more.
Yeah, Warframe is towards the end of the PC Gaming Show.
And now the PC Gaming Show presents What's Next from Funcom.
They always have some nice music for this.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for the warm applause. It's very exciting for all of us at Funcom to be here at the PC Gaming Show for the very first time ever. And naturally, we would like to show some of the cool stuff that we've been working on. So without further ado, here are some of the games coming for 2019.
Something strange is going on all across the zone. I don't fear nothing until now.
You play as a moose with a gun.
A moose with a gun. Yay.
A lot's happened since you've been traveling.
Oh dear.
We could use your
Look at him!
And a duck.
And a duck! Look, guys, it's Donald. That's where he went. Don't trust a duck. He can't heal for shit.
Yeah. Vacuum killer.
Yeah.
He's actually dangerous.
Donald kills Sora on a daily basis. This is what he does for his real job.
Oh dear.
There's a lot of games in here. Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa. This looks creepy, and it looks like something I will not play. Yep, definitely something I'm not playing. Oh dear God.
Who would have thought? My son, off to fly among the stars.
Please welcome to the stage, founder and director of Mighty Kingdom, Philip Mays.
So yeah, at Funcom we've been doing our own games for over 26 years now. But recently we had the great pleasure to be working with some other very talented developers and help them publish their games. And on that note, I'd like to introduce Phil Mays. He is founder of Mighty Kingdom, a studio out of Australia, who has been working with us on something a little different.
Thank you.
Just a little?
So on April 1st this year, we put out a release trailer for something called Conan Chop Chop. And considering the date, it was perhaps no surprise that people decided that that was an April Fool's joke. So yeah, we have a little surprise for you. Check this out.
Is this an April Fool's joke turned into a game? Because that would be hilarious. A Zelda-ish game.
Chibi coming in using Robo.
Critical hit.
Top.
It looks good. It looks like
So there you have
it would
it.
be a good
Conan
time.
Chop Chop. It's a roguelike action-adventure game.
It does look like a good
It's
time,
very
yeah.
real, and it's coming to PC, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Nintendo Switch on September the 3rd this year. It's 2019. We also have a playable version here at E3 at our demo room, so if you want to give stick figure
That's
Conan a
really
try,
soon as
then
well.
please don't
So it's
hesitate
coming
to
out
drop
in
by.
September.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Nice.
much.
Yay.
Am I working now? Oh, I am.
Oh, hey!
Hey, yeah.
Last Oasis is a nomadic survival game set in a
Jeez.
post-apocalyptic future where the Earth has stopped rotating. The last humans need to outrun the blazing sun in massive open-world environments. Good times. But cheer up, sunshine. This is one of the most original-looking multiplayers we've seen.
She got very loud all of a sudden.
A player-driven
Yeah.
economy and some
They're having
incredible
a few. I think they are running a few difficulties with the
Coming to
sound.
early access
Yeah,
on
it
July
seems
15th.
like they're running into issues with the sound.
Last Oasis.
It's kind of funny.
Oh, I was like, is that me? What the frick?
Burning sands. We must move forward or die beneath the
Yeah.
sun.
Yeah. Ooh.
Fring. Uh-oh.
What is this?
Getting sound through this?
Hey.
Are you guys getting sound through this stream, or am I going bonkers?
The sound is coming through me.
Where we go?
I can't tell. I've got my stream muted at the moment.
Well, my stream is muted, but I'm hearing this fine, so technically my stream should hear it fine as well.
You said a tad robotic at the beginning.
Me?
No, Stray.
Ah. Maybe it's your internet, Stray.
I shall be back.
Okay.
Okay, doke.
Oh, hey, Roland's streaming.
What's he streaming at the moment?
Warframe.
Warframe still.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Okay.
I might actually get the that curved screen to replace my smaller screen. It's only like $400. I have two Samsungs.
Yeah, you now have to find out how much that is in pounds.
It was like $499, so like probably like $450.
Mm-hmm.
Roughly.
Roughly. You think you're getting it then?
I might do. I can have that one as my primary screen. What's its C27 RG5.
I definitely just need two screens, just in general. I'm not too fussed about curved.
The name of the game is Age of Wonders Planetfall, a 4X strategy game. And joining me on the stage to talk about it is the game director, Leonard Sass, and principal gameplay developer, Tom Bird. Welcome, guys.
Hi.
Good to be here.
Thanks.
So, Leonard, just give us the gist of what Age of Wonders Planetfall is all about.
Sure. Age of Wonders is a turn-based strategy game where you play as one of the survivors of a shattered galactic empire. At the start of the game, you choose or create your own faction.
Yeah.
They include the Vanguard Expeditionary Forces, who are in cryosleep and have to mental health. There's scavenging cyborgs, or the bioengineers who ride dinosaurs into battle.
Yeah.
Age of Empires, then?
You know, I want to ask, because there's a pretty broad range
Yeah,
of
they've
4X
remastered
strategy
it, haven't
games.
they?
To give a sense of what the gameplay is, I just want to start from the
Age
beginning
of Empires
the game.
2
What happened when you first
remaster.
landed on the planet?
It's 1080.
Each race has their own spaceship. The
Same as
spaceship comes
this
down
screen.
onto the planet. The planet is where the entire game takes place.
Your voice,
and that
like,
spaceship will then
really
transform
bad or
into your
something?
capital colony, where your entire
Yours
empire begins.
is-
Your sort of
it is a
attempt
little
to
bit
take over the
robotic,
world.
but it's not too
Around
bad.
you, you've got a number of sectors, and each of these sectors has a little story. Well, not most of them. So maybe you'll find a genetics lab, which is still full of horrible mutant creatures,
fix
an
up.
entertainment complex overrun by horrible robot monsters, a temple with holes in the sky and horrible demons.
My newsfeed is literally Final Fantasy VII Remake is coming March
I did see in the
2020.
trailer, dinosaurs with lasers.
Well, the
correct?
whole of it.
Dinosaurs with
Mhm.
lasers.
Perfect. Well,
I kid you not, the first 3 articles on my newsfeed are like just FF7, FF7, FF7.
You know, I saw the expansive tech tree show up in the game briefly, and I know that
It's great.
resources and tech is a huge
My
part of
phone knows
strategy.
exactly what I want, like.
Right, so part of these tech trees come from your origin race. They sort of represent the past of where you came from. They include new units, new modules for your units, like jetpacks for your troopers, orbital laser cannons. You can
Mine's
launch
a bit of a
from
mix
space,
of like
social
stuff about
doctrines, we'll talk
FF7, stuff
more.
about people eating
And
food,
then,
and stuff
the
about
second part of the
K-pop,
tech tree comes from your secret technology.
and
That's all about
cosplay.
the
Lots of
future the
cosplay.
faction. So you can create like a combination between
Lots
man
of
and machine or
like
man and computers.
cosplay that falls into one
Others
of two
include
categories.
doomsday
Either it's kind
technologies
of
that allows
cute
you
and
to
pretty,
infect the entire
or it's like
population with alien brain-eating parasites.
the other sort of cosplay.
Or win the game by
Hey,
splitting space.
Vix, do you remember Pitta?
Of the horrors that await on the planet.
The future is not a pretty place.
Pita.
Remember what?
Pita. They're like,
combat that we saw.
Or animal organization.
Yeah.
Combat can be very
Pitta tries to make statement with Pokemon Wooloo and gets roasted by
Right, so when combat
fans.
starts, you'll see like on the
Some
world
new
map, maybe like a
Pokemon
little sort
sheep.
of space lab or something like that.
Yeah.
When you
Oh, they're-
into
they're-
combat,
they're a
you
pretty
will zoom
memeable
all the way
company.
in, and you will be inside the lab. You'll see all the pipes and all of the goops floating
Yeah.
around. All of your units,
Well, I
which
like
you've
this.
been putting together and built, are now deployed in turn-based combat. You can move them into cover, use their abilities, shoot laser cannons. Maybe you've chosen the
People
bow.
already
You've got like a bunch of
cosplaying
space
Dancer.
wolves and little metal suits. They'll dig holes in the ground, like shoot from the,
They
shoot
know.
from the holes. Maybe you've chosen the Kirko, sort of horrible alien bug monsters. They run forwards and slash people and puke acid on them. That kind of
I
thing.
refreshed my newsfeed and I just saw him have Sephiroth, Sephiroth,
2 or 3
and then
minutes, but At the
Aerith.
end of the game, you've got a massive siege with like 20 units on your side.
I heard that
20
they
units on
changed
their
the voice
side, you've got
actors,
orbital
so
cannons
I'm just
blasting
kinda
around
Yeah.
the world. And that can make
I'm
it
not too bothered by it. I
Well,
thought I
talk to
would
us
be,
about
but
when we
I think the more I'll hear Cloud's
due
VA,
August
new VA,
It's
the
gonna
more
be
I'll get
available
used to
PC,
it, so
multi-platform,
it's not a problem.
consoles.
Sephiroth kind of
it's
sounds a
available
bit
for
odd
pre-order
to me, but
Well,
other than that,
Hey,
I'm not.
what's that
I'm not too
URL?
bothered by it. To be
It's
fair,
AOW-planetfall.
they don't. They
I'm looking
don't. They
forward
don't
to
sound
it. We're 2 months
awful.
away.
It's not
Gentlemen,
like
thanks so
the
much for
voice
joining
acting's
us.
bad.
All right. Bye-bye, guys.
Oh my god! It's a wild Squiddy!
And for our next
Hey,
game,
Squid!
Frankie, I have to
Hey,
ask you,
Squiddy! How's it
What
going?
year is it?
I haven't seen you in
Here is
ages.
1946, Sean, my dear boy. Europe lies in ruins, torn apart by the satanic Plan Z. A brave band of heroes.
You are echoing,
cast
hun.
into hell, but little do they know, the nightmare is far from over. Achtung! This is the world-exclusive reveal of the next shooter from the makers of Sniper Elite 4.
Okay, let's see.
Rated M for mature.
Everything's been an exclusive so far. Same, thought I'd pop in. Oh, thank you for popping in. It's good to see you.
What is this? World War
It's-
II?
No, it's a sniper game. I think. Sniper Elite? Did she say it was like,
Oh,
that's
sorry,
what it
it's
was
not-
called?
It's a
It's
zombie
game. How many many does that make it? How many does that make it?
Too many?
We had two, at least two yesterday at Microsoft. Dying Light and
Keep up.
there was another one at least. Blair, which is kind of zombie-ish.
Just no more zombies after this, please.
Way too many zombies.
They will never stop making zombie games ever.
No.
You know, I always had this idea that zombies are actually already real, and it's the people who wander around with all their phones.
Yeah.
Because I know way too many people who've almost run over people who've done nothing but look at their phones.
Just die.
Come on, let's go.
But
This way. Come on.
that didn't do much good.
A little bit of crowd control. Honest.
When there's that many zombies,
Epic
can you really kill them all? Like,
Oh yeah, check that. Zombie Army Dead War 4.
that is
Nice short
a really long title. Speaking of zombie games, Rip Dead Island 2.
Gaming show. A love letter to classic JRPGs. What's next for Warframe?
Yay,
A
Warframe!
surreal noir adventure set before,
coming.
during, and after the Big Bang. Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, Baldur's
and
Gate.
more.
Classic RPG.
What did I miss then?
Another zombie game.
Another zombie game.
Zombie Army Dead something 4.
Yeah.
It's so long I can't remember the name of it.
Insult without reason.
Your name has to be catchy and short. Come on now.
Hatred that we do not understand. This evil will consume our world.
Speaking of zombie games, rest in peace, Dead Island 2.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that's the other one. Dead Island.
Unless you rise to meet it. A trial by fury and blood.
And this
Seek
is
the source
ooh,
of death itself.
like
Prepare yourselves. They are.
That's Eric Mont's voice actor.
okay.
Eric Mont's
Oh,
voice actor
oh.
from Destiny.
The stream crashed. Stream is froze. Has it stopped for you as well? No! It actually broke. I can't believe it. No! Can you guys still hear me? Am I still live? If I'm having connection issues? Yes? That looks fine. Okay, we're just gonna go to IGN. Can you
What are
guys...
you going to IGN for?
the PC gaming show has kind of just broke.
Apocalyptic.
You
or
pooped,
across a
yeah.
Cool fantasy worlds. And I mean, in that trailer, we got the chance to see a huge variety of different environments. Like, what are these different places? Who's
Yeah, I got the network error. I got a connection error with it.
And
we really wanted to
Yeah,
have a
my
bunch of
stream
different
didn't go
cool
down.
styles to experience a bunch of different stuff. And
You guys weren't
we started
responding
off, but it
either.
rapidly
Let it
changes
go.
very quickly as you get
So I don't know if you could.
And one thing that we've talked about before is
so-
It sounded a bit
there might have been a
robotic.
Yeah, so it might have
think that
come.
Discord,
It might have been
seeing
a bit of Discord and just connection
monsters, new
issues.
locations.
Internet going
How exactly
crazy.
does that work?
There we
Yeah, I
go.
think one of the coolest features of the game is the dynamic generation.
Discord does kind
So
of
we
like to do
generate
that
the maps,
occasionally.
enemies, the quests,
And that's what
the
you and
bosses,
kind of
everything.
crap
You build those
anyway.
all by hand, right?
Yeah, it's all hand scripted, but the system takes all the pieces and stitches it together. So you might play the game and come
Oh
to
no!
and say, hey, I
Oh
found
no!
a giant tree
Their
and fought a
audio
dragon
sounds
boss,
very
and I'll be
scratchy.
like, I met a guy in a helicopter, an old guy in a helicopter. and
Does
killed a
it?
tree and
Oh, that hurt my
playing the same
ears.
game.
And you just have to keep going through and eventually explore what
They're
all
having all of the audio
You can play the
issues
game over and over
today.
again to see the stuff. You can jump into your friend's world to experience the content.
Yeah,
in their
but
world,
the
and that's a
problem
big
is
part of
that
the
they're
game,
not
is
having
jumping in
fun
and
with
seeing
it
what you
like
get.
the Square
I wanna
Enix
ask
team.
about Loop, which is, I understand, a big part of the game. How does it function alongside
Audio
this
bringers.
ever-shifting gameplay
Audio
experience?
fingers.
The game is all legendary items, and it's tied into the dynamic generation.
party.
So if you fight a boss or meet an NPC, or
I will
get a
never
cool
forget
side
that
quest,
live letter.
generally coincides
It
with
was
who
so
you got.
good.
There might be a boss weapon.
When is the
or a magical item,
live
armor.
letters this
So if you
Friday,
play the
isn't
game,
it?
you get
At
all
E3.
completely different events throughout the
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And in the trailer, I also
Um,
saw that there were
I need to know what time it's on what time the live letter is on for the American hour for for me, so because I'll be over in
There's a
America.
huge advantage to bringing your friends to come in there and help you take down bosses, or fight off different events, and just generally progress. through the
What
story.
time? What
Let me
time?
see.
What time does the
Bloodborne
live
and
letter
Dark Souls,
start?
I'm really looking forward to Remnant from the Ashes. What's the
Let me
release date? Where can
see.
people go for more
Oh,
information?
So
Yeah.
Remnant's
Since
coming
I'm
out,
on the
August 20th,
Interwebs.
Pacific.
and Xbox and PS4, and
Let
if you
me
pre-order the game now,
see
you
if
can
I
actually
can
get in early and
find
start
it.
playing the game August 16th.
I won't be able to stream it, but at least I'll be able to watch it.
Gunfire Games. Thanks so much for talking to us about Remnant.
NA, isn't it? Yeah.
And as we mentioned earlier, keep those questions
dog.
coming. I will be
And there's
asking
Borderlands 3
on stage
questions
the creative
now.
director of Borderlands 3 everything you want to know. It doesn't matter what
Jump
platform
to
you're on,
Epic
just use
first.
hashtag PC Gaming Show. And until that time, let's talk about our next title. This one was announced 2 years ago at the PC Gaming Show here. It's a game from Clay Entertainment called Griftlands. It's changed quite a bit in the last 2 years. It's now a deck-building roguelike where you don't just fight, but you also negotiate your way through a broken-down sci-fi world. It's going to be available on the Epic Game Store in one
I didn't miss
short month on
Warframe, did I?
July 11th in alpha. Let's take a look at some of the footage of what you'll be playing.
Just making
No,
sure.
it's just a card game now.
What in the world?
Just a card game.
I'm sorry, I'm in the minority when it probably comes to the opinion that these kinds of games just don't. Well.
It's time
don't
to
like them.
duel.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh hey, look guys, it's Chain of Memories.
Basically, yeah.
Except not with weird body movements. Exaggerated. Okay. Where are you?
Oh, it's turn-based.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a card game. It's like a card game combined with like an
Are you
action
ready?
game.
Sweet.
What the Pacific time for you for the live letter is?
Mm-hmm.
June 14th at 3 p.m.
No, is that Florida time? Yeah.
Oh, that Florida time? No, that's 6 p.m.
It's 6 p.m. Florida time.
I'm way over. I'm way over on
Planet
the
Zoo is the
Pacific
latest
coast.
game from the makers of the brilliant Planet Coaster. Please
Takes a long
welcome
evening. What time do you
Piers
actually
Jackson,
arrive in?
Ethan Barnes from Frontier
I
Development.
arrive in Florida at 5, so I should be at the hotel by 6. So I should be able to sit down to see the live letter at 6.
It involves you building and
I hope you have an enjoyable time in Florida with no hurricanes.
Yes, please. No hurricanes, please.
have their own.
No, I don't want them.
desires and
Can they
behaviours.
stay away from me
Interact
for
with
like
each
2
other
weeks?
And react with the world that you build around.
That's all I
I
want.
might be stretching it a little bit, but
Come on, no.
Excited
Come
to
on
show
now.
everyone here a game
We can do this.
and
It's fine.
Fantastic. Let's buy the world's largest family
Just,
park and take
just-
a look inside.
make sure you stay close to the tourist areas and not go into a lot of the residential areas. I got some friends and family in Florida. Some parts of it, it's just better for you to imagine shiny beaches.
I'll be staying in International Drive, which is essentially the tourist spot in Orlando itself, anyway.
The zoo games.
Yeah.
Always funny
Nope.
throwing in the guests that are complaining.
What the hell? Did you guys see that?
What, sucking up
I
all the
missed
food?
it.
That was... an error came up. Did it not go black screen for you?
No.
Weird.
Hello is now playing Borderlands.
You know, if they didn't come out with Jurassic Park, then this probably would be interesting, but...
Planet Zoo.
Lisa, I love some of the animal shenanigans here.
Oh
I mean,
no, I wish I was able to
adorable baby
go.
elements. It's absolutely brilliant. I can't wait to play it. But before
I
we
get that
saw the
nice
trailer,
little Titania
sometimes
shirt.
This is a modern zoo, but what exactly does that mean?
So nowadays, when you
Yeah,
go to the zoo,
it
you're
does
not
look
just
good.
going to see all
I
the
could get,
lovely, pretty
I could go
animals.
to the
You go there, you want to be, you know, learn
Japan
about
Expo
conservation,
next month
you
in
wanna learn about
Paris and
research
get
that
it,
they're
but
doing, you wanna be educated, and these are all things that you're going to be able to do in Planet Zoo.
Oh, wait,
And
there's a
things like
Japan
this, the modern
Expo
zoo,
in
take part, and
Paris.
we're going to be promoting, you know, the health,
In July,
the
yeah.
welfare of
Oh.
animals as the
Bye.
most important
Yeah, there's no way I can go to that.
See more
If it was
gameplay and
any
we
other
can get our
time.
hands on it ourselves.
Yeah.
So we're obviously demoing the game.
I wish.
I just really want.
I wish.
I just
but-
really want the shirt. It's just, it looks really nice.
Lisa's done a fantastic voiceover for it, and we'll be releasing.
Can't get to all the
You just-
events.
You just have to find some nice
live this
artwork of
Friday at 11
Titania and a shirt and get it printed yourself.
Cannot wait to watch.
And write
Thank
on
you
it,
so
I
much for
beat
joining us.
Titania.
Lisa, everyone.
And you're only allowed to wear it once you've beaten her at EX.
We have a very special guest all the way from Japan.
Actually, no, you're not allowed to actually get.
We have a very special guest all the way from Japan.
Please welcome to the stage gaming industry legend and Shenmue creator, Yu Suzuki.
Ooh, Shenmue?
That is right. Ladies and gentlemen, joining me on the stage is a legend of Japanese game development. It's Mr. Yu Suzuki.
Guys, Shenmue.
In addition to being the brains behind the following games, Hang On, Space Harrier, Outrun, Afterburner, Virtual Racing, and Virtual Fighter, Yusan
I was wondering when he was going to
also
say that
created
game
the
series because I
Shenmue
was like,
series, and he's here to talk about Shenmue 3
most
right
famous game.
now. Take it
Oh
away,
my
Yusan.
god. They're talking about it.
Shenmue 4.
Standing on the stage.
Mic problems.
20年支えてくれた
That poor translator.
ファンの皆さん、ありがとう。I just want to say thank you to all the fans supporting me for the long 20
What is up
years.
with the
Thank you very much.
sensitivity?
Wait.
Oh, we're going to show off
The wait
actual
is
gameplay.
nearly over.
That's right. Let's take
Possibly.
a world exclusive
Maybe.
look at Shenmue 3.
It's been in development for years.
Oh, you serious? Are we actually gonna get a release date as well? That would be amazing.
Some odd reason I feel like I'm a little bit behind.
No, it's still working in progress. I don't think so.
A long time ago, martial arts were bad, but humans are interesting creatures.
I feel like people have been waiting for this game for a while.
And became stronger.
Yeah, it was announced.
One even practiced atop this very boat.
And yeah, a long time ago, like years.
This way.
We don't have Half-Life 3 yet, so.
When?
What did you say to me?
When he was grabbing his fist saying, stop it.
Stretching
Just
and
wanna hurt a
extorting money
cat.
from shop owners, get drunk by noon and cause trouble. Everyone in town is afraid of them.
They are heartless.
Is it going to be only for PC then, or is it not coming to like?
No, it is coming to PS4. It was announced at PlayStation.
Ah, yeah.
Kind of a shame if they
Oh, so it's PS4 and Epic Games. Oh, November this year. There you go.
Hey, yo, you guys are ahead of me. Awesome. It's coming out this year?
I know.
November
so many
19th
people
on
have been waiting
Epic.
for
Coming out
I would
this
like to Once
year?
again, thank you so much. Thank you, Yusan, for joining us today. Thank you. Cheers.
Yes?
Thank you.
Now our next title.
Yes,
is near
somebody
and dear
called
to my
me.
childhood heart. It's based upon a
Someone
game I grew
called
up
you.
playing called Heroes of Might and Magic 2. Let's take a look at an upcoming collaboration between Coffee Stain Studios and Lava Potion.
Somebody called me, by the way?
No.
No?
No.
Jesus, everything is in November. I know, right? Everything is around November and September, so like... Oh, the wallets are gonna be bleeding.
Too much. Too many games in November.
You know what? Question: what is everybody's input sensitivity at?
Mine. I'm not sure.
In the Discord settings.
I've got myself like 10.
I've got minus 73 decibels.
Let me just check my settings.
This is nice.
Just trying to figure out. It kind of seems like my mic's always on a little bit longer than it needs to be.
Death Stranding, Pokemon Sword and Shield, and Jedi Fallen Order. Yeah. Songs of Conquest. Sign up for the closed alpha. Cool.
The name of the game is Songs
I'm
of
in a
Conquest,
dilemma.
and here to join me talking about it is the lead designer.
My input
from
volume at
Lava
the moment is
Potion,
100.
Carl Toftfeld. Hey, Carl. Hi, hey, thanks.
Input sensitivity.
Let's just start off. For anyone who
I've
maybe
got it on
hasn't played the Heroes of Might
automatic.
and Magic series, what is Song of Conquest all about?
Yeah, I've got mine automatic as well. Am I too loud for you? Strange?
From there, you recruit your wielders. It's what we call our commanders.
Okay.
And,
Am I too loud in Discord? Because I can turn down the sensitivity and stuff. I can mess with my volume if it's a problem.
You upgrade your tabs,
No,
you can get more
it's-
stuff, and that's kind of what you do.
King,
Adventure and strategy combined.
when I'm talking,
and you know, I know
stupid
that
thing is
part of the
indicating I'm still
core
talking, and that's kind of
loop is
annoying.
Obviously, get the resources to build up the township, but for what reason?
See what you mean, it stayed on
Talk
for
to
a
me
while after
about
you
those
finished them.
juicy battles.
I've also got
so
a
the battle, just like the whole
this
game,
is a
turn-based.
Uh-huh.
So
a
you go
road.
into combat, you
So this
bring
is
all the troops in, and
an
you start by
external
deploying
microphone.
them,
I've got
and
it
then all the
plugged
troops
into
have
a
different stats, like offensive,
an audio
defensive,
interface.
Sure, sure.
They go in initiative
So I
order,
can
and then
adjust
you
my
plug
sense.
it out, and it's a bit like chess, but instead of
I can adjust things like I've got my
Boardwalks and
gain.
face spirits.
I can
Right.
adjust things like
Reference
gain
so on.
and the
Yeah, all those
distance.
And well, you know, as someone who just loves the Heroes of Might and Magic series, I know that you have translated a lot of the gameplay elements into Songs of Conquest. But what are some of the modern elements that you're bringing in?
Well, there's a lot of it, but I mean, one of them is our magic system. We call it the essence. So basically, in the Songs of Conquest universe, everything has an essence within there. It's sort of like the soul. So your troops, they have an essence. And to do magic, you need to bring the troops with the right essence with your wielders.
Oh,
Sonic.
I see.
So if you want to like make your troops go faster, you need to bring a troop that has that essence, like cavalry.
And maybe to ask a basic question, what if my opponent kills that cavalry?
Then you can't do the magic. So
Oh, I see. Okay.
yeah. So if you're fighting someone, you kind of have to like weigh the pros and cons of what to kill off. Like, do you want to destroy their magic or their powerful troops?
Where can people go to get more information? And as always, when's it coming out?
And late 2020.
Songs of Conquest. This
Oh, quite
Late-
It's quite a ways off.
This
but
is
you can
pretty
go to
good.
Late 2020.
com and sign up for alpha, and then
Yeah.
you can play.
probably
earlier.
like holiday 2020.
As you know, I'm really looking forward to playing it, Carl. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Supposed to be
Now
good
our
for them
next
and
title is an
Vermintide won't
update
watch
to
it.
a
Yeah, I've
popular
heard good things
co-op
about my-
game. Let's see what's
I've got
in
a colleague
store
who's
for
like big into
Vermintide 2.
Warhammer.
Warhammer, and he plays it and enjoys it.
What about Warhammer?
This is Warhammer.
Oh, you guys are so far ahead of me. What the hell?
Let's refresh.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I wonder.
The only thing I ever did on Vermintide was try and break out of the map.
Okay.
Was it? Fair enough.
You just saw the reveal of the new PvP mode coming to Vermintide 2, which turns the Warhammer Fantasy cooperative game into something even more brutally competitive.
Songs of
It looks
Songs of Conquest
vile,
site.
and surely dismembering Skaven is so much more satisfying when you know you're going ham on a fellow player, making him or her cry little baby rat tears behind their computer screen. You can sign up now for the Vermintide 2 Versus beta at vermintide2.com/versus. In Per Aspera, you're an artificial consciousness orbiting Mars, whose ultimate purpose is to terraform the planet, starting from a single drone in your landing site and turning the planet into a flourishing second home for humanity. Courtesy of developer Talon Industries and publisher Raw Fury, here's a first ever look at Per Aspera.
As we all know, reaching the Red Planet was not humanity's greatest achievement. Transferring the complexity of the human mind to machines was.
It's essentially the backstory to Warframe.
Where we failed. So they can build us a home.
Yeah, works better now.
On that distant, dusty rock.
Almost.
Today, Amy
What was it
reaches
then?
Mars.
I think my computer just didn't automatically turn off the other microphone. Its internal one.
Of course, I'm with you, Houston.
I'm using a headset microphone setup. So probably was the problem. Maybe.
another one coming 2020.
Still ahead of me.
Oh my
In the Assassin's Creed universe, our next guest sent players back in time
Ooh,
to rewrite history.
Assassin's
With
Creed.
his debut project with indie studio Panache Digital Games, he's going to take us back 10 million years to where humanity began.
What?
Here to tell us more about Ancestors is creative director and co-founder Patrice Desolé. Welcome, Patrice.
Thank you for having me. I'm really happy to be here. I've been waiting 10
Private
years
Division.
Yes.
to come back on the big stage at E3 showing us a game.
Well, it's fantastic to have you back. I just want to ask, what inspired you to tell the story of human evolution?
Well, when I started Panache, I needed a game, an open world game in which you can do a lot of things. You need a character in a 3D environment at first. And I said, oh, I'm the historical guy. I'm the historical dude, so I need an historical period.
Yeah, I
So
think
said,
I'm
let's
fixed.
go back at the very beginning. It'll be
You
easier
good?
to do. Because I won't
Think.
have to build a city, I won't have to build technology. And
Some
I
odd
was a
reason it
bit
still wants to
naive.
stay on for a very long period of time,
we
but
built
whatever.
Africa 10 million years ago. And that's not easy to build.
It doesn't sound easy. I mean, how have you turned those themes into gameplay?
Well, you play our last common ancestor, right, of all the big apes, and then you have to explore your environment, and eventually you expand your territory, you expand your clan, because you're not playing that one badass character. You play a group of badass
Lucy.
character. And eventually you evolve into
Hey.
different species,
Lucy.
up until
On the
Lucy the Australopithecus
human
roughly
fossils
2
that
million
fall.
years ago.
I imagine our
Human-ish
ancestors
fossils
had
that they've found.
a lot more issues to deal with than we do today. There's going to be a lot more dangers in this world, so tell me a bit more about those.
Well, it's all about from a prey to a predator. Basically, at the beginning of the game, everybody's there to kill you and devour you. And basically at the end, it's pretty much you.
That's a really
you're the
clever
predator,
idea for a
everybody's
game,
afraid
actually.
of you. And that's the idea of Ancestors, the Humankind Odyssey.
So, Patrice, ultimately, what is the key to evolving your clan successfully?
Curiosity, you need to explore, because, you know, I made a game about characters and you needed to follow the story I wrote for you. This time, you're basically writing the story, right? There's no story per se inside. It's not about going and see mission givers. It's not about looking at the mini-maps and the little dots. It's about you, hey, Homo sapiens. Can you survive like our ancestors did? And that's the question I'm asking the players. It'll be for you to answer that question August 27th.
Oh, wow.
Well, I was
on PC first.
I was going to ask you when we can see it, and you answered my question first. Thank you so much,
getting
Patrice.
good at this.
As Patrice says, Ancestors will be released August 27th, and you can learn more at ancestorsgame.com.
Woo! Cool. Epic Games.
Yes.
Yeah, now I'm gonna have, if Shenmue's coming into the PC now, I'm gonna have to get Epic Store whether I want to or not.
Are you gonna get it for the PC, or are you gonna just get it for the console?
I could just get it for the PS4, I guess.
I'm still not interested in using Epic.
I mean, it makes no difference for me. I can stream on both, but you know. Look at the goose.
A lot of people aren't happy with Epic. I do like how they had that sale recently, and developers were allowed to take their games off at the store so that you couldn't buy them on sale.
Yeah.
It's always good when you allow things like that. Wait, free loot.
What will you play next? That is a good question. I don't know. It's too much choice. And one more thing.
Know what you'll play next. Get up and just...
Yeah, too much. There is way too much choice at the moment. Like far too much choice.
Maybe this is the reason that, you know, 7 Remake is waiting until next year.
Please welcome to the stage Loring Lee, founder and CEO of Dragon Nest.
It's probably not a bad idea to
turned out to be a
hold off.
sensation with hundreds of thousands, millions of players getting a taste of it, and here to talk about it's coming to
you've got way too much
PC is
competition.
Loring Lee. Take it away, Loring.
Yeah. Hello, everyone.
Well, to be fair,
I'm Loring Lee. Yeah.
yeah, they wouldn't want to
I'm the CEO and the founder
release
of
at the same time
Dragon
as Shenmue.
Dragon Game is
That
a
would
game
just be-
developer and publisher coming from China.
That would be just
I'm
cruel.
so happy to be here today on this stage to introduce our game, Auto Chess, to all of you. This is really exciting moment for us. And so Twitter says, this is a real engaging game of Auto Chess. Dragon Store now is working with the creator of Auto Chess, Jodo Studio. We are working together to bring Auto Chess to our world, both on PC and mobile, so that everyone from anywhere with any device can enjoy the same fun of Auto Chess. Now we are building the PC version with by using the game engine of Unreal Engine 4. As everyone knows, Unreal Engine is one of the best game engines of the world.
Yeah.
With the help of Epic Games and by the power of Unreal, I believe we can finish our job quickly and efficiently. And today, I'm very glad to announce the PC version of Auto Chess will be coming to the Epic Game Store. I look forward to all of you playing Auto Chess on PC later this year. Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you, Loring Lee.
Yeah,
Cool.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for sharing the news with us. Once again, Auto Chess, if you have not played it, you must check it out. It is so fun. Our next title with Frankie up above, I understand is an inspired indie game.
We'll find out, Sean, because one of the things we love about PC gaming is the way that game creators from all over the world can draw inspiration from one another's work. Cris Tales is a great example of that, a gorgeous indie love letter to classic JRPGs developed by a team in Colombia. Cris Tales' spin on the genre brings a unique perspective that lets you see the past, present, and future on one screen at the same time. So you'll see the future change based on your decisions in real time. Here's the world-exclusive reveal of Cris Tales.
This sounds interesting.
If you saw what was, what is, and what would be. If you knew how it ends.
Is that...
Could you change it? Could you make the hard decisions?
It's kind of like
And
Kingdom
would you be
Hearts,
strong
like sort
enough
of
to fight?
2D Kingdom Hearts-y kind of vibe.
Yeah, I'm trying to recognize the VA. Do you recognize her? Sounds familiar.
If you learn from the past
Possibly.
and act in the present, you can rewrite the future.
Is it me, or I thought I heard a bit of lightning in
It
her.
could be Ali. It could well be Ali. It could well be Ali.
I don't know if it is though, because the more she talked, the more it didn't sound like her. But there was bits and pieces. No, what the hell?
In PC gaming, it's not the size of your weapon, it's how you use it. And I'm holding one of the, well, quite frankly, it's a bit average, isn't it? It's just your average, you know, Glock, really. No, it's one of the ridiculous alien weapons from our next game, Valfaris. A brutal, heavy metal-infused 2D action platformer inspired by true old-school classics like Contra and Turrican. Assuming the role of fearless warrior Therion, players must blast and slash their way through the doomed citadel of Valfaris, overcoming its deadly environments and enemies before challenging the arcane evil at its very
She
heart.
enjoyed herself.
Get ready to rip the galaxy a new wormhole. From publisher Big Sugar, this is Valfaris.
Good now.
And now for something completely different.
Another side scroll.
Yeah.
Side scrollers are making a big comeback, actually.
They have like the last few years, yeah. Much more got a sort of new lease of life. It's Ori. If Ori was like metal
And bugs.
and bugs. Yeah.
Just incredible action in the Valfaris trailer. I'm very excited for our next guest. In case you have not been in downtown LA, E3 is covered with Borderlands 3 art. It's amazing, it's beautiful. And joining me is the amazing and beautiful Paul Sage, creative director of Borderlands 3.
Beautiful's a new one, thanks.
Yeah, there you go, Paul. Welcome. I mean, there's been so much hype around Borderlands 3. What's the stuff you're really excited to be sharing this year at E3?
Oh man, so you know we've talked about our Vault Hunters. Well, this time we get to talk about Moze.
And she is our gunner vault hunter, so she has a big mech. So it's one of the things all about loot. We're talking about, you know, the different loot, such as shields, grenades, those things, going to different planets. So a lot of stuff to talk about.
Well, I mean, I want to start right off with Mose. Tell us everything you can about her.
Okay, yes, I'll tell you everything I can. So Mose, again, like I said, she's a mech pilot. She has this big mech. It's called Iron Bear. She gets into Iron Bear.
Yeah.
You know, we have multiple action skills, which means that she can equip either a minigun or a railgun or a flamethrower. You know, if you want to barbecue your enemies, something like that.
Oh,
so,
nice.
You
Mix
know,
and match.
yeah, Mose is a terrifically fun character for us right now.
Now, we've been excited to be collating a whole bunch of community questions. We're going to break them into two categories. First, there's a whole bunch of repeat questions that I want to make sure we get to right now. One of the big categories is about loot, because you've mentioned having a billion guns earlier, but what can you tell us about some of the other gear, the other progression systems in the game?
Yeah, so let's talk about grenades, like one of my favorite things that we don't get to talk about a lot. So in the past, we've had grenades that they've had like one thing, they can bounce, they can stick to different things, you know. Yeah. This time we're combining like all of those things. So for instance, the other day I was playing and I threw a grenade and that grenade had a bounce, it would stick, an explosion would come out, and the grenade would fire guns as it was going through, right? So we have like a ton of different grenades that are in there.
Oh, Borderlands.
Borderlands. That shield will extend out in front of you, you know, so just
and it comes out on
tons of
Steam.
different things that we have, you know, with our characters. Class mods are unique, and that they give you skills this time as well as enhancing the skills you currently have.
Please, internet,
I also
no.
remember earlier you mentioned about artifacts. What are those?
Is it me
So
or
artifacts
is
are, you know, we kind
is
of
there
concentrated on,
stream
like, hey,
glitching?
Does the game feel fluid? Can I, you know, slide
It did a
into
bit for
things?
me
Can
for
I
a
jump?
moment,
Can I
but
man?
then-
Right.
okay.
So when we were playing with that, we slid into a barrel, right? And the barrel exploded, and we're like, well, that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
So why don't we do something like that? So our artifacts actually
Yeah,
add certain things to movement. So for instance, you can slide faster.
So it's
you
now
can slide
happening to
every
you
time
guys
you
as
slide,
well.
There's an
Okay.
explosion. We have something we call
It's not just me anymore. Woo! Oh dear.
Second category of questions unrelated to loot. Well, there's going to be a single-player campaign. What'll be happening after the campaign? What are some of the beyond the single-player, maybe end-game you can talk about?
All right, in-game content. Okay, well, it's E3, so I'll give a little bit. So we have this thing what we call the Guardian system. So for those people who played Borderlands before, you might remember Badass Ranks. Badass Ranks, you can get, you know, is basically kind of an infinite progression system that added to your stats. Yeah. We doubled down on that. We have what we call Guardian Rank. And Guardian Rank not only has that infinite progression, but it has skills and different skins that you can open up as you go through. And the cool thing about that is, like, every character that you play on that account gets the benefits of Guardian Rank.
Oh, interesting. All right, last category we're going to go through, and then we're going to hit some rapid-fire questions. How do the boss fights in Borderlands 3 compare to Borderlands 1 and 2? I know those were big aspects. How do you build upon that?
Right, so I think of a boss fight, you know, like I'm an old school Nintendo fan, right? So I love huge boss fights that have like three phases and stuff like that. So now those people, you know, smart people in the audience know that we've talked about going to vaults instead of vault, right? And so there are different like huge boss encounters there that are just, you know, multi-phase boss encounters. We have like a lot of different mini bosses throughout the game, so a lot of different boss encounters throughout the game.
Well, now I want to ask some really quick questions that should be yes or no, very brief. First from Castore, how will you be handling multiplayer?
Multiplayer, we will basically be allowing
That's not a yes or no question. You lie.
From MHL Animations, can I pet the gun? Great question.
I'm not here to judge what you do with your gun, so you know, that's a personal question.
All right, great. Sam Wiseman asks, is Maya's new companion a siren?
People are asking the right questions. That's what I will say about that.
Oh, you tease.
Sorry.
All right, from Ironic Sanguine says, is Tiny Tina going to be seen fighting alongside the Vault Hunters?
Yes.
Nice. All right, I'm just going to blast through a couple more as fast as I possibly can. What's the level cap at launch?
50.
Will we get to see Flak?
Yes.
Will we see golden keys and or shift codes for Borderlands 3?
Absolutely.
Will there be duels?
Yes.
Other kinds of PvP?
All the answers. Every one of them.
Yes and no.
Also
it was like Schrodinger's answer.
And will you be able to transfer weapons between your characters?
Absolutely, right from the start.
Perfect. And when is the damn game coming out?
Coming out 2020.
Friday the 13th, 2019, September 13th.
2020.
Perfect.
Okie dokie.
Borderlands.com for more information. Thanks so much for joining me on stage.
Sean, thank you.
It's the theme of this year.
And once again, if you have
Yeah, it
not
comes out
seen all the
September
setups
this
in
year, I
downtown for Borderlands 3, oh, they're beautiful.
Yeah.
Our next game, we're going to be revisiting a guest that we saw earlier in the show. He's upstairs with Frankie. What you got for us?
Oh, what the hell?
Oh, hi, we're live. Sorry. Hello, I was just,
Did he say sharp or sharp?
I don't know what
Why is she in a shark outfit?
Really sharp, as always.
Very sharp. Well, thank you so
That's
much,
a
John
terrible
Gibson.
joke.
Thank you for joining us again on the show.
Yeah,
very busy man, yes.
Yes.
Now, last year, we revealed Man-Eater to the world. And can you remind anyone who missed it what the game's all about?
Absolutely. Man-Eater is an open-world action RPG, or Shark PG as we call it. You start as a small baby shark pup.
I love that
and
she's
you
in a
have to
shark
survive in this harsh
costume.
world and try to eat your way to the top of the ecosystem. The 3 words that we think sum the game up the best are eat,
Okay, I'm
explore,
going to
and
increase
evolve.
the
And we also have someone we'd like you to meet.
Well, let's meet him then. Let's take a look at the new trailer.
I can't stop laughing at it. It's so weird and random. I pull away from the shark costume now. Let's never go back to it again. It was beautiful though.
Okay, I'm going to try and risk. I've just, as soon as the stream has started again, I'm going to see if I can run this at on Twitch at 4K.
This is reminding me not to go swimming in the US because you guys have sharks.
Come any closer with that camera, we two gonna tussle.
Yeah, and you're in Florida where they all live. Oh.
I hope he goes swimming in the ocean anyway.
John.
It's back.
Who was that appallingly dressed fisherman in the trailer? Because quite frankly, not even I would eat him.
That was Scaly Pete, and Scaly Pete's the villain in this tale. Pete is a
Press to
best
respect
fisherman in
the
world,
shark.
best shark fisherman, or he'll tell you he's the best shark fisherman.
Can I actually press this?
He disfigures our baby shark
I
at the
don't know.
beginning of the game and does some really nasty things. So he's not a very nice guy.
Oh, press
Now,
hash
the story
F
of
to
Man-Eater is told
respect the shark.
through the lens of a reality show called Shark Hunters versus
Press F to
Man-Eaters,
respect
and
the
it follows
shark.
Pete and its adventures. And
Oh, it's frozen.
it's a really, it's a very exciting way to tell a story.
And based on that trailer, to be honest, John, it looks like you're just bite everything.
Yeah,
Oh, did you miss the shark
There's a lot
dance?
of man-eating going on in this game. That is
That's
the
all right.
game. And but we'd like to think of the game as a shark-tastic fun action game. It's like
Shark-tastic
GTA
fun.
if you were a shark. But there's
Is it going to refresh?
there is more to the
If you
game
were
than just
shark.
eating. So we spent a lot of time moving through the water, breaching out, and adding abilities to go up on the beach for an afternoon snack. There's a lot of exciting things that you can do in the game.
And you mentioned before it's a Shark PG. How does that progression system work?
So there's 3 facets to the Shark PG elements of the game. There's growth, there's life phases, and there's evolutions. So growth comes about through eating things, nutrients, people, whatever you can find. And that's kind of like your XP in the game. That allows you to level up, your shark will grow a little bit, you'll get more powerful.
Yeah.
And then at key phases that we call life phases, you'll make a big jump. So let's say you're a brooding teenage shark, and you're about to become an adult. When you become an adult, you take a big leap in size, a big leap in power and capability. And then as you reach these life phases, you unlock evolutions that can be applied to parts of the shark's body. For example, you could get metallic teeth that allow you to shred boats, or a powerful tail that allows you to jump to
That you do.
incredible heights. Or you could get mutated lungs that allow you to spend a little more time on the beach getting those afternoon snacks.
Just really quickly, John, everyone's wanting to know this question. When's it coming out?
So we're really hard hammerheading away at this game and trying to make it the most awesome shark RPG ever. We're not ready to announce a date, but we're pretty certain you're going to see it before the next PC Gaming Show.
Well, I hope we do, John. Otherwise, I'm going to have to start biting people. In fact, I'm quite hungry at the moment, so I think actually I'm going to find an audience member because you guys look tasty. So I'll see you in a bit. I'm just going to have a snack. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
It's great. Oh, hey! It's gaming chair.
Yeah, gaming chair.
I have one of those. I'm sitting on one of those right now.
What that specific make? What that make?
Similar. It's similar.
So is that a $300 chair?
I can't remember how much it cost me actually.
You know, one of the absolute best parts about being sponsored by iWin for the PC Gaming Show is that I get to sit in this next segment and talk to you about Terraria. Terraria is one of the best-selling PC games of all time, selling almost 30 million copies. And part of the reason why it's maintained such popularity is the fact that the developers Relogic continue to add content, going from
Terraria.
250 items at release to now over
I haven't.
4,000.
The peasants have a
penultimate
Terraria
expansions
server.
coming up.
Yeah, I know.
Terraria Journey's End.
We haven't used it in like months.
I think I played this with my friend at one point. I think my friends got me to play this. We kind of played it. We played an hour of it, and I think we didn't play any further. I need to go back to it at some point.
We actually created like a Final Fantasy world with like a mod, like this mod that allows you to have like RPG classes. So you have like White Mage and Black Mage and. But I haven't played Terraria in ages. Yeah, it's frozen again. Oh no, it's just them.
Hello?
The next title that we're going to be looking at is a game that is the spiritual successor to Her Story. It's called Telling Lies by Annapurna Interactive, and joining me to talk about it is game director Sam Barlow and actor-producer Logan
How much is the
Marshall.
chair?
Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you. Nice to be here. Yeah.
That they showed on
If you have
that they just showed off.
Story, you totally should. It's fantastic.
I don't think they showed a price, did they?
No, they didn't. And that's why I'm asking.
In order to uncover what happened with him.
I just assumed it was a $300 chair.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't be far off
Telling
that.
Lies is a game in which you watch
Probably
video footage to piece together a story. And this time we have a woman who has stolen an NSA hard drive, which contains secretly recorded, intimate and private conversations between our four characters. Something has gone terribly wrong, and it's up to you to figure out what and why.
It's time to take a look at some of the gameplay mechanics and see.
I'll tell you this way, you can't connect to the eWin website at the moment, and too many people on it.
There's not too many people on my stream. You can come on over to me.
eWin gaming chat. There we go.
Once upon a time.
eWin racing, is it? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's crashed.
I don't love you, and
It's literally just absolutely like bombed from too many.
Too much.
It's late. I gotta get her in the bath. Alright, love you. Love you.
Come on.
What is this?
Oh.
I've only ever been in love once. This was the girl I met when I was 18, but I was too young to handle it properly.
A current sale, €229.
Which makes me a incurable romantic, or
how much is it in pounds?
Underdeveloped emotionally.
No, it's crashing again.
What is this?
A man died in my office at work today.
Telling Lies. Coming soon. Oh, okay.
Sam, I got some questions for you about what we've just
Tell
seen.
me
What
lies,
you
tell me
about
sweet
the mechanics? I mean, I
lies.
saw, the subtitles
Come
up.
on, tell me
Yeah,
lies.
Loading more video
Like
footage.
£300. So
what we do in Telling Lies
however
is
much that is
we
in
take
dollars
all
and
of the
euros.
exploration.
Is the chair?
Chairs.
So all that walking around in a 3D world.
You weren't too
And
far
you
off.
apply that directly to the story.
300 pounds, you
So you're gonna
said?
be scrubbing around,
Dollars.
yeah.
Oh.
Paying close attention.
No,
and
pounds.
You're gonna be
Is
focusing
it?
on the subtext,
Oh.
listening
He's
to
going by
names, people,
pounds.
places. And with that information, you're going to use that to find more clues,
British
dig into
pound,
those,
right? Yeah,
and over
300.
time, kind of build up this picture of the story. And it's
Like
a truly
$350.
open world video game.
Well, I mean, you know, a lot of times with the open world video games, they talk about you know, square
380
kilometerage
USD.
or miles
Oh.
in America.
It's not horrible.
We're talking about like how many hours of
But
footage.
the exchange rates actually
we got,
don't
like,
look that
over
bad,
10
though.
hours of
I'm
footage here.
using
Wow,
an
really, it's a
XE.
story that encompasses 2 years. What I wanted to do with this one was, like I say, really embrace this idea of it being an open world game. You're free to
It's like
explore and follow your
$1.26 per
curiosity.
USD
Just
for
lose
per
yourself in
pound.
the story, all the characters. It's this huge, messy, colorful story that we're trying to tell.
Well, I'm curious, Logan, as a performer in this kind of game, what is it like to actually try to have all the layers in there for each
Oh, it's
performance,
almost just
also not
about
knowing
20
when a
it's almost
player's
about
going
just
to be seeing the specific footage of the
25%
performance.
difference.
Well, it's definitely a non-linear open world game, but our approach and Sam's approach was not unlike a movie or a TV show, and we had to understand it A to B. And so, for the most part, that's how we shot it. Obviously, when you're shooting a movie or a TV show, and in this case, a game, you're going to be shooting out of order. But we actually stayed pretty linear in how we approached the story. We went after it like all the other times we're actors. We just went after intention and then what do we want, and we tried to make it as deep. You know, it's got a lot of scope.
Yeah. But we wanted to make it as deep as possible, and Sam is one of the best movie or TV directors I've worked with, so it was very similar.
Nice. Yeah, look at you two. Now, of course, I do want to stress to any of you, if you have not played Her Story, it's quick to play through. It's absolutely brilliant. Please check it out in the meantime. But we're, of course, waiting to find out, when can we play Telling Lies?
Very soon. Very soon, I promise. We'll have a date soon. Right now, you can go to Steam. You can wishlist it on Steam. We all love Steam. And yeah, very soon. We'll be showing a little bit more during E3, and the game will be out, very soon.
Fantastic.
Desperate to get it out there.
Yeah. As soon as humanly possible.
Yeah.
Well, Sam Logan, thanks so much for joining me on stage. Once again, Telling Lies.
Woo!
Now, up on the balcony, Frankie's going to be talking to us about a game that my friends year after year
Hey
after
Amber,
year
anything
keep
interesting
telling me I
so
have
far?
to play because
Just
of
tuned
how much
in.
they've improved it. Frankie, what's going
Well-
on with Warframe?
Well, one of my favorite parts of last year's show, aside from being upstaged by a giant duck, was getting a glimpse at the future of Warframe. And
Yay!
the latest
you've just in time, Tom. We're about to hit some. We're about to hear some Warframe.
Now, Rebecca, what are we about to see?
We're going to take a look at an amazing trailer that our team has put together. A lot of our players have been waiting a year for a look at what we've been calling Railjack, so it's about time to, see what we've been doing.
Railjack? What's that?
I will find it.
The new mode.
No, I think.
Now you get to fly around in a spaceship.
Nani?
Cool.
It's Warframe, Tom.
Tom in here?
He's in the chat. He's in the chat.
What's the full reveal on 10 Live on Twitch? Ooh, Necklace Prime for free. Nice.
Do I see?
So long as you watch that's TanaCon, isn't it?
Yeah. Does say 10 Live on Twitch.
Rebecca,
So-
it must be so exciting to know that the fans have finally seen it, and you're clearly going all in on the epic space combat. So tell me about the new stuff that players are going to be able to experience.
I wasn't shaking before we started talking, and now I am because it's real. Because Empyrean is what we're calling codename Railjack. It's basically taking the space ninja part of Warframe, sending it back up to space, bringing players that squad gameplay they know, taking the enemies like the Corpus and the Grineer, giving them their own Railjack to essentially explore the solar system with and take down the bad guys.
And when are fans going to get to see more?
Well, TennoCon is in London, Ontario. It's July 6th, and you can come watch it online on Twitch. We're going to be showing a lot more in our keynote for what Empyrean is going to be.
Well, today I'm getting a feel for the suit, so what's the deal with that sweet-looking Necros Prime? How do I get my Tenno arms into it?
I cannot say that on live television, but you know, you just have to watch with your Warframe account to your Twitch account. If you watch 30 minutes of our Tenno live show, you can get it, but hopefully you stay for the whole hour, because we got lots to show.
Well, thank you so much, Rebecca, and good luck with TennoCon on July 6th. Thank you. Okay, now we've seen some amazing stuff today, but nothing quite so gloriously strange as our next game. Developed by Brooklyn-based studio Feral Cat Den, it's an existential-based jazz odyssey set during the Big Bang. Yeah, it's actually blown my mind learning about this one. Buckle up, everyone, because we're about to get bonkers.
You didn't make the obvious joke about, like, blowing your mind, like, the Big Bang, like, blew everything into existence. Ooh. Okay.
This is weird.
Weird.
This is really weird.
Yeah.
I like it though. Looks good.
Ooh. That was a mistake. Yeah, fine.
Miss Bellum.
Okay.
It looked like Miss Bellum from Powerpuff Girls.
A little bit, yeah.
Early jazz meets LSD simulator.
Yeah.
Genesis Noir, just beautiful, stylish art. The next game we're going to take a look at is the twist on the stealth genre. It's called El Hijo, where you play as a 6-year-old trying to escape a monastery and find your mother using toys and tricks to avoid monks. Let's take a look at this gorgeous spaghetti western-inspired project from Studio Handy Games.
Ooh. Very,
Well, we're used to religion being evil, playing Final Fantasy, so this should be right up our alley.
Evil is kind of.
It's not really more. It's more like a lot of them happen to just kind of be bad, like, you know, Yevon and all that.
Yeah.
You think that Yevon was just bad, but then you realize it's even worse when you know, Final Fantasy X spoilers.
Yep. I think we all understand where you're going with that.
Whoever who's finished Final Fantasy, whoever's got the Final Fantasy X finished it, yep. You should know what I'm talking about.
This looks good.
Again, I think it was Fandango.
This looks fun.
Like Fandango. Sort of.
Escape the church, essentially. Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, no one wants to, no one wants to be in a monastery full of
No.
monks. That's kind of
For our
weird.
final guest tonight, please join me in welcoming from Larian Studios,
Hey,
CEO
Baldur's Gate.
Sven Vinke, and from Dungeons and
Trust me,
Dragons,
I
and
know a
Wizards of the
lot
Coast,
of
the creative
people who
director
were
of Dungeons and
Catholics, and
Dragons,
they made a
Mike Merles, to talk
lot of
about
bad jokes
Baldur's
about it.
Gate 3.
About what? Monks.
Well, no, they were
Now, this
Catholics,
was
so they
only
always
just
made a bunch
recently
of
announced.
bad
How did this
jokes about the
partnership come about?
nuns and the priests,
We
and
went to see Wizards of the
and
Coast at
there
the
were
end of,
actually a
20
lot
original
of them where
season.
I'm just kind of
That was
like
back in 2014.
in trouble
And I
if you
tried to
ever say
convince
this
them
on the
back then
internet.
that they should give us the Baldur's Gate 3
Yeah.
license, and they said, nah. But we had a long chat about what the vision would be for the game. And then,
I think of
we
religion
kept
as a
bumping into each other,
sensitive topic
and
for
then,
some
suddenly
people.
in,
It's just in
2016,
video
I get a
games,
phone
it's
call
okay
from Nathan
for
Stewart, who's
like the religion to be
Mark and head
evil
of
and
Dungeons and Dragons.
battle
He said, "You need
against
to come
it
to Seattle right
because
away.
it's fantasy.
We're gonna have dinner, a very shady restaurant." And
No,
it was a big
they don't
stack of
allow
paper
games where
with
you're
it.
fighting Nazis in
And on
Germany.
it was Baldur's Gate 3, and in it was pretty much everything that we talked about.
They
He
most
said, "I'm gonna
certainly
add
do.
this to my board. Do you still want to do it?"
No.
I still want to do it.
Not to get into
and
any
then a couple of weeks
debates,
later, we
but
started negotiating, and
kind of
here
like,
we are.
oh no.
I mean, what is the
Nazis
franchise
were
mean
just
to you, Mike?
extremist
To me, it's the crown
Darwinists,
jewel
and I was just
of
kind of like,
D&D,
you
computer
sure?
games, right? I mean, for me personally,
But, no, anyway,
Baldur's Gate,
back-
the original one was finally I had the chance to actually play a D&D campaign.
Warframe,
where I got to
best
run them
game.
for all my friends.
Somebody
so
said.
It means so much to us. Baldur's Gate,
Warframe,
it's
best
such fantastic storytelling, and
debatable.
it's so exciting to see it come to not only a new generation game,
It's a good game.
but for the
Best
gamers
game.
who remember
BRB
20 years
reinstalling Warframe.
since the first two in the series. So it's incredibly exciting. And
I
for us,
would
it really
actually
is
play
such an
Warframe
important
if
part
they
of
actually
the
had
mythos as a
servers
whole.
for
And we got a chance to see the trailer. Talk to me about some of the story
PC
elements,
players
the
to
world
actually
elements.
play
What are
together,
things
'cause, you
we're
know,
gonna
so
see
I'm
in
not
Baldur's Gate 3?
alone.
Well, we're only talking about
Yeah, we're hoping that they might talk about that at TennoCon.
You start outside of the city, actually.
going to say,
there's going to be
Shailene
light
joins
flares,
us and she
they're
lives
very
in
nasty. You are seeing in the trailer the process
Hmm?
of ceramorphosis, as we
On
call
Warframe.
it.
On
It's
Warframe, yeah.
accelerated, so that's
Shailene plays with us.
You can do that.
She lives in
and
America.
you're going to see a lot of iconic creatures, iconic characters, iconic places.
I thought he meant that he played on the
I'm
PlayStation
curious
4.
about some of the
Doesn't
gameplay
play on
elements
PC.
because obviously you know, there's just been a big
Yeah.
resurgence of Dungeons and Dragons, tons of
I don't
broadcasts
have a
on
PC.
Twitch.
I don't have money or PC.
How do you translate some of the insane things
I don't
that
have enough
players
money to
wanna
get the
do
PC to buy to
into,
play that game.
You know, what has to be a structured computer game?
So we started with the player handbook, which is basically basic rules.
Oh, dear.
Oh, wow, whoa.
Fifth edition.
Look at what's happening on screen right now. Ugh.
To the video game, we looked at what worked
Oh, it's,
really well. We looked at the things that didn't work that well.
what
because
that's
it is a video
called,
game,
if
this is made
Ifileds,
for,
this is what,
tabletop gaming. And,
Dark
so
Cthulhu.
we started modifying those things. And
It's
then we
what,
have to add things on top of
Mind
it,
Flayers are
because,
based on.
If you play tabletop, you have a game master,
Mind
and you say,
Flayers,
well, I want to
hello.
do this, and then the game master.
You know, looking at that, it reminds me.
Exactly, that's it. So we had to add systems
In like
to make
14,
that
you have
possible
like
in the
Soul
game. But
Flayers
we've
and Mind
gone
Flayers,
very,
like
very
Squid
far.
Guys.
Yeah, and can you
They're
give an
based
example
on
of like a crazy
something
moment
from
that a player
D&D
might
called
do
an
that
Ifiled.
you could actually play out in the game?
Well, I actually kind of looked at that and I
could
thought it
say
was
that we're getting
Brightburn
too
for a
fight
moment
because
there.
you ask a nasty question, I don't want to answer it. And I take the chair over there, I put it on fire, smash it on your head.
Quite a few
well,
like Final
just as
Fantasy
an example.
monsters
Just
that
an
are
example, this is fine, we're just
D&D.
talking, we're just
These are things that we have to put systems into the game
Marlboros,
to do it, which are not
Quirrells.
necessarily going to be described inside of the book.
Interesting. I mean, like, Mike, in terms of your role,
What is
in
the
studios,
be-
you have tons
what
of
is
data,
the
all
best
the sorts of things that
RPG
players
of
do.
the
Lots
last
of
10
information
years?
that you
Skyrim,
provide
Witcher
in the
3,
systems.
Pillars
Well,
of
really what it comes
Eternity
down to
2,
is providing the story
Divinity
support. You know,
Original
we think
Soul
of
2, or
Dungeons &
Dragon
Dragons,
Age
universe
2.
D&D.
I think
It's
Skyrim's
like
going to
a
win
toy
this.
box.
Oh wait,
The
no,
Dungeon
The Witcher
Masters
3
and
seems
players
to
are
be winning
I
right
would
now.
say The Witcher.
So what we thought
Really?
about this event, a lot of it was just opening up
I
that
thought there was. I thought
guidance. You know,
Skyrim
like,
was.
one of our first meetings, we just laid
I
out a map of
suppose
Baldur's
The
Gate
Witcher
and
3 was really good,
and asking a lot of
according
questions, like, what kind
to
of
a lot
story
of my
do you wanna
friends,
tell?
because
Where
I
do you
haven't
wanna
played
go? What
it
are the cool
yet.
locations we've always wanted to put in a game like
You know,
and then for
you
this,
can-
in terms of
you
system
can do
support,
yourself
you
a
know,
favor
what
and
does
read
it
the
mean
books,
in terms
too.
of the
I
story
heard the
for each
books are
character,
really good.
for each character race, each character
I
class.
know, I've been
So,
told that
you know,
books
if
are
you
really
have
good
different
and I need to
classes
read
in
them.
the game, you really feel like
Read the
you're
books for The
taking on that
Witcher,
role that you love
and
so
then
much.
read the
Tabletop.
then watch
It's really
then play
coming
the
to life in an
games,
authentic
and then it's
way
just kind of
in
like.
Baldur's Gate 3.
And we're going to talk in a moment
reading the
about
Witcher book,
Baldur's
so
Gate
I'm just
3
kinda like,
release dates and whatnot. We have a second game that we want to talk about and on a new technology known as pencil and paper. I understand that there is a tabletop prequel coming for Baldur's Gate.
Exactly. So in Baldur's Gate, we think there's one saga, all the different games coming together to tell one grand story of this city. So on September 17th, we're releasing our next tabletop campaign,
That's pretty
Baldur's
good.
Gate: Descent into Avernus,
Okay.
and it is the next chapter in the Baldur's Gate saga.
Right.
And it's a prequel to Baldur's Gate 3. So if you haven't played a Baldur's Gate game since Baldur's Gate 1 or 2, this is your chance to check out on the history. It's been about 100 years since the events of Baldur's Gate 2.
Yeah.
So this will give you a chance to check it
Hey,
out.
it's day
see
9.
what's going on, its current state, who the movers and shakers are. We also feature a complete levels 1 to 13 campaign that
definitely day
takes
9.
you from the mean streets of Baldur's Gate
Totally.
to the depths of hell itself.
He always
And sort of pose to the
Day 9
players
always
the
presents at
question,
this
do you want
PC
to
gaming show.
redeem Baldur's Gate or send it to damnation? So we're putting that right in players' hands to make that choice.
Well, I have to ask Sven, it's a question on a lot of people's minds. What can you talk to us about expected release time frames?
So people have been waiting for it for a long time.
Yeah.
They're going to have to wait a little bit more when it's ready. This is the game that we want to play, so we want to make sure it's really, really good. And then when that's the case, then we'll release it.
Well, I know a lot of people have been waiting a long time. And I think I speak for a lot of people here when I say, take your time. If the Divinity Original Sin games are any indication of the quality, it's going to be fantastic and worth the wait. Gentlemen, thanks so much for joining me on stage.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ben and Mike talking about Baldur's Gate 3. Goodbye. Goodbye, guys. Why are they leaving? Well, it's because the PC gaming show has officially concluded. Let's bring up on stage the fantastic Frankie Ward. Come here, Frankie.
That's it, over.
Well,
Just shy of 2 hours.
It's
over.
Hasn't this audience been absolutely fantastic
now what?
today?
What time does Ubi start?
Thank you so much for coming to the 5th annual PC show.
9? Time's it now?
Enormous thanks to all you who
1 hour.
tuned in live.
And
We
about an
are, of
hour.
course,
1 hour from now?
you who
Gee.
personally showed
Oh,
up this
okay.
morning, and of course
An
the
hour and a-
sponsors who helped
hour
make
and
this
50
possible.
hour and
Epic Game
15-ish.
Store, iWin, Frontier, Funcom,
Ooh.
Paradox, Interactive, Hovercast, Perfect World, Rebellion, Tripwire.
I'm gonna try and stop yawning between the next hour.
Publisher or developer, so these sponsors
Don't
are
you-
essential for
you
letting
have
us
energy
put on
drinks?
this show every year. Thank you so much. And I gotta ask Frank, any titles you're excited
Yes,
about?
I have caffeine.
I do love a baby elephant. So
Technically.
Planet's doing
Coke.
something awkwardly, then I also want to eat things.
Yeah, that's not got enough
Maybe
caffeine in
elephant
it.
or-
No,
or
Coke
maybe
Zero does
cool.
not have enough
I'm personally
caffeine in
looking
it
forward
to
to
keep
Songs
you
of
awake.
Conquest, and as you heard, there's games coming
just
out
makes me
all
sleep.
across 2019 and into
I
2020.
actually can't
We hope
drink
you'll have a fantastic
Coke with
E3
sugar in
officially
it.
begins tomorrow. Big shout out to all
I
your press
can't.
conferences. Hello again, Drop
Yes.
Frames. Good to see you 2
See
years
you day
in a row.
9.
We hope you all have a fantastic time at
See you,
E3
Frankie.
and go play some games
Next year.
and make some friends. See you next year. Bye, bye, bye.
So much.
Bye!
I-
PC Gaming
know.
Show!
I don't know what my problem is, but it's probably just because 14 has probably stolen all the X to
Think you can't
give.
get a last-second clutch? Watch
So
this.
I'm just kind of like,
Think you can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution?
1 hour and 19 minutes for Ubisoft. Okay.
Okie doke.
Okay,
Right.
we'll sign off here then.
1
See you
hour and
later.
19.
Interwebs.
1:19.
For the next conference at 9 o'clock, which will be Ubisoft.
Yes, I'd like to remind everyone before I go, just very quickly, I'd like to remind everyone that all the games that have been announced at E3 so far can be bought or pre-ordered with the handy dandy Amazon Blacksmith gadget that's on my channel right now. So if you're interested in any of the titles that have been announced at E3 so far, have a look. You might see something, and if not, hey, just have a look through. And I'll see you all later for more E3. Bye, interwebs. See you later.
See you, interwebs.